When we go on the street, we don't just cover a certain distance going from A to B. We do something because we have a plan, we have a goal, we have some ambitions, we have some dreams. So the street for you is part of all these projects, yeah, which is very different from saying, well, so what is the definition of a street? A public road in a city, town, or village, typically with houses and buildings on one or both sides. You see how it tells you nothing about what it means for you in your projects, in your plans. Yeah? And Heidegger is saying that this form of definition, which is scientific, which is A equal A, will never get you to the real essence of a thing. The essence is only uncovered when you ask what it means to you. How, in what way the jar or the earth or the street are part of your experience. Now, I think for some of you, it might resonate quite a lot. I mean, some of you have been going to certain places and certain spaces. So, for instance, I'm thinking about your rope thing, you know? It's a kind of trying to get to what this thing really means for me, not what it is. You know, and perhaps that's why you have to have two of them. You know, that becomes quite an interesting way of articulating. And so what Heidegger is saying here, and in the next paragraphs, but I think you will need to read it again. I'm just going to wrap it up. He says, the jar, what it really does in our life, on one hand, it is something of a communal thing. We share the wine or the water. We have friends around and we drink. On the other, it's also an offering to the gods. But in other ways to say it, you know, there are several domains to our life. There is a domain of human contacts. There is a domain of art and poetry. There is a domain of culture. And there is a domain of death. All these coming together. That's what makes our experience of being alive what it is. And the jar is playing part in all of them. Yeah? And we're on page 11? Yeah. In the gift of the poor. Yeah, poor, it means pouring from the jar. Yeah? And it's a gift, because as I said, when you are thirsty and I give you water, in the gift of the poor, that is a libation. The mortals abide in their way. In the gift of the poor, that is an oblation. The divinities abide in their way. Divinities will receive back the gift of the giving as the gift of a donation. In the gift of the poor, the mortals and divinities each abide differently. In the gift of the poor, the earth and the sky abide. In the gift of the poor, there abides at the same time earth and sky, divinities and mortals. Earth and sky, divinities and mortals. These four, united in themselves, belong together. Obligingly, coming before all the presences, they are folded into a single fourfold. So, I just want you to be clear, when Heidegger is talking here about divinities, he is not suggesting God, he's talking about ancient traditions. Basically, he's saying, in the pouring of the water or wine from the jar, four things meet together. Mortals are us, human beings. You know, we need company, we need nourishment. That's what the pouring of the jar speaks about. That's the first one. The water is coming from the earth and from the sky. It's the elements that nurture us in whatever we do. they are also encapsulated in the jug. The jug is also a cultural object. That's the divinities. You know, it's there are poems about it. It's maybe references a human body. Perhaps it is reminding us of the cupped hands. You know, so it is also a cultural object. In the gift of the poor, there abides at the same time earth and sky, divinities and mortals. That is the jug. The earth from which the jug is made, and that's the labor of the craftsman. The water, the sky from where the water is coming, and that's the nature. So you have craftsmanship on one hand, nature on the other, culture on the third, that's the gods, and mortals, that's us. You know, that's our own mortality. And Heidegger is saying here later on. Yes, just this, because I think this is so good. I'm sorry. The mortals are humans. They are called the mortals because they are able to die. Dying means to be capable of death as death. Only the human dies. The animal comes to an end. It has death as death, neither before it nor after it. Heidegger says, we are called mortals because we are capable of dying. With that, it doesn't mean that we are the only one who die. It means we are the ones who know that we are about to die. My cats, they never ask themselves, you know, am I a good cat? At least, maybe they do, you know. Maybe they do, but that's a question we ask ourselves, what it's like, what it means to be human. And why we ask it? Because we know of our own mortality. That's what makes us human is the awareness of our mortality. And it is this awareness that for Heidegger is encapsulated in the jug. So here you have, in a very kind of concise way, Heidegger's moved from questions of scientific representation analysis to the question of what this thing means to me. You remember a couple of weeks ago I asked you to bring an object or a thing and talk about its relevance to your being as an artist. You know, that was another way in which this question of not what this thing is scientifically or representationally, but what it means to you. We finish. Thank you. Okay, we're done. And what else you have? So Monday we have install and create. Tuesday you have Dave Lewis. Yeah. Julia, you don't know about Dave. Can someone tell Julia about the Tuesday session today and the homework? And are you in groups for that?
Yeah.
Can you? Who can help with this? You can help? That's great, yeah. Journal options. Everyone else knows about Dave's session?
Anna will need to be up to see as well.
Just a question, what's happening on Friday and Saturday? Collaborative units?
Is it in the timetable?
Yeah.
Ignore it.
Industrial design
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I don't know why it is in the timetable. Ignore it. Thanks for asking.
It's not for us.
No. It's safe for us.
Industrial design.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
the
a
timetable for the-
But it says when you drop the new on the side.
Yeah. People don't put it in timetable. They list all the courses.
Okay, but it's not for us.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
No, I would never ask you to do anything outside Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday unless you specifically agree. Yeah.
Okay.
If something disappears in the timetable, let me know. I normally don't see the timetable as you see it. I see it even better.
Okay.
Great.
I would have done it then.
talk about writing?
Yeah, 3 pages.
Yeah.
Are you using the one?
Well, I'm going to say that. Quite a lot of time.
I'll leave it in my log. But it might actually be worth having it to the duration.
Do we have,
Yes?
I might post it in the first.
I couldn't hear you.
Is it just CSL and main?
Oh, you're in the Facebook group?
Is anyone getting lunch?
Yeah.
Is anyone getting lunch?
Like website or
Lunch.
is there something you have to
Lunch.
Is there a yes, there is a coding workshop, but it's not, I think, coding workshop? I think it's all German. Sorry?
Okay.
I don't know, but depending on the
Email, yeah, the email, like
That's just a drop in, I think. We've got.
Yeah. Is it today?
no, the workshop.
Yeah, 12. So.
When is that? Sasha? Do you want to catch up later?
Yeah, which was right this in
There is a 4:30.
Yes.
I have some thoughts, and I want to have this one. So, wait here for somewhere around.